Already zoomed in, ready to go. Damn, I feel hot. Not like sexy, but warm. I usually mean that when I say that I feel hot. I'm gonna start off with my Nikkietutorials palette, and I'm just gonna take the shade Basic Truth, this little one, and just set my eyeshadow base. Okay, I'm not gonna do that. My dog is gonna come out and be like,
"What are you doing? Can I join?"
I'm gonna use a combination of my Natasha Denona gold palette and my Sheglam Glitz palette, which is like a dupe for the Metropolis palette, but I just wanted to use like some other mattes than these like very super ultra warm ones. So I'm just gonna dip into this one and do a little dibbly dabble. Sometimes I feel like this can be a little bit too dark as well, so I'm just gonna mix it a teeny bit with this shade right over here. They are like, they have names, but they have like this shade, and who cares about the name then? The name is Queen is Diod. I was at my nail salon yesterday and I was just doing like a fresh set of nails. I like I like the ones that I had previous to that, but I used gel that day and I feel like gel doesn't really last that long on me. So I was doing acrylics this time. This is, by the way, the end result, a very Paulina color.
Love it.
I was going for something a little bit lighter, but when I was sitting there looking at the photos or looking at the swatches, I just couldn't restrain myself. I was like, you know, I'm gonna have this. But I've noticed that I can't explain to you how much I love sitting in that chair and just letting them go ham on my nails, or just sitting in the salon, because what I love about it is that they don't want to talk to you. They just want to say like, what do you want? And then that's that. Sometimes when you go to, it depends on who you are, but sometimes when you go to the salon, you want to talk, you want to chat, you want to be social, but a lot of the times I just want to sit there and enjoy the experience. And I was sitting there and I could feel like my head, it was sort of like I could feel all the endorphins going outside my head, and it was so comfortable, like when they file your nails, when they clip your nail bed, whatever it's called in English. I had a blast. And I do this all the time. I just enjoy it so much. I'm gonna take this shade now from the Sheglam palette. I talked about the fact that I decluttered this palette a long time ago. Last year anyway. And then I haven't been able to get rid of it. It's just been impossible for me. And the reason for that is because I just think it's so beautiful. I really want to get the Metropolis palette, but money. So I don't really want to do it, but I want to do it. You know what I mean? Like, you know, the struggle. But the reason why I decluttered this palette is because of the fact that I didn't like the formula. And Sheglam has tried to dupe Natasha's cream to powder formula as well. So a lot of the shimmers in this palette are beautiful, but some of the mattes has this cream to powder formula, and I feel like it creases on me. And it looks cute in some ways, but in other ways it's just insanely looking on me. Like and some of the shades doesn't have any pigment, so it's just not really working out for them. And I got really frustrated when I was using it all over my eyes, and it just creased on me. So now what I'm thinking, since I love it and I don't want to spend like a fortune of a Natasha palette, I am thinking that I should just try and work with this and see if I can make it work. So now I think I'm gonna take this green one right over here, and this is also a cream to powder formula. I really wish that they wouldn't do it. I feel like if you can't master a formula, you shouldn't try and jump on that train. Like if Natasha does that formula really well, they shouldn't have just jumped on the train just to make like a dupe palette. I think I need to go in to another palette. I'm trying to use the green one just to see if we can amp this look up a little bit, but I don't really know if it shows up enough, and I feel like the other green is not really the color that I'm going for. It's a hassle between trying to not look in the viewfinder at the same time as trying to work with natural daylight. Fuck you. I think I'm gonna take a little bit of this as well and just see if we can make it work. So I'm trying not to use any of these like cream to powder formulas on my lids, because that is when it's gonna start not working anymore. So I'm just kind of patting it on, and I feel like that actually looks pretty good. I obviously need to blend it, but if you like the shimmers in the Sheglam palette, I don't know if they still have this palette, if I'm gonna be honest. But I do think that it is a lovely color story, but that's because they duped it. And I feel like there isn't a ton of videos on it. I was trying to see the other day because I wanted to see if I could find like tutorials on the palette, so I could just get some inspiration of what I could do, and I couldn't really find much. That's when you know that something isn't really that popping and popular. This is just a Morphe brush, and I'm just gonna try. This is a Morphe. All of the writing has gone off, so I'm just gonna blend this out. I really like this one and this one. So this was this one, and this was this one. So I think I'm gonna try and start off with this one. It's like a very muted green that I'm just gonna take here, like almost in the middle of my lid. I don't know how I feel about that. It's not very fun. And then I'm gonna take the other one that is a little bit more blue based and just kind of go over it right here, so we mix the matte and the shimmer. And then I'm gonna take a brush. I'm gonna take this one. It just looks like a white, but it has a shimmer, or it is a shimmer, I mean. And I'm just gonna take it right here. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna take my Ardell Camouflage Foundation. No, I really wanna use my Dior one. I'm so sorry. I don't know how much I've used it in my past videos. I did go in with my primer, by the way. Just did it off camera, but I don't know how much I've used this, but I don't want to use anything else. It's just freaking incredible. But I needed to ask you something. I mean, we women, we are the best. Oh, by the way, I did a little wing with a blue shadow from the Natasha Denona Gold palette. Women were the best, right? I think we can all agree to that. But sometimes I feel like I can't be the only one. So some weeks I'm like not obsessed, but I'm very into like cleaning the house and having, you know, it looking perfect. Like, if you know what I mean, like just perfect. And now he's waking up. In other weeks I'm a little bit more sloppy, but then hittar du ingen leksak? Vill du ha en tofs? So my man just woke up, and I need to continue getting ready since I'm going to work. So I just took my Beautyblender concealer under my eyes, and then I just blended it out with my little sponge, whatever. But okay, hear me out. So what I was saying is that some weeks I feel like I am all over the place, and I'm like, you know, we need to get this house organized, we need to clean, we need to do this and this and this. And then most of the days, like usually 5 times a week, I go to the gym after work. So I am pretty tired when it comes to like cleaning. Why am I taking my eyeshadow palette? I'm gonna use my powder. But when it comes to cleaning and all of that, like I do the bare minimum, like, you know, make sure that everything is in order, but like vacuuming, doing the laundry, cleaning windows, that's not what I do on a weekly basis. I just don't have the energy, like leaving my house early in the morning and then coming home late at night. And then doing this as well, because I wake up extra early in order to film. I wake up, or I stay up late in order to answer to comments. I wake up extra early or stay up extra late to edit a video, for instance. And I also use all of my weekends for that. So a lot of the times I am pretty tired, but some weeks I'm like, we need to get this shit cleaned up, we need to do this. And other weeks I'm a little bit more calm, but I feel like it has to be pretty annoying to live with a person like that. It's like, okay, this week we're doing this, and the other week we are not cleaning too much. I don't know, it's just, sometimes I feel bad for him, but I don't want to ask him how he feels about it, because if I drag attention to the fact that I am a little bit sloppy some weeks and some weeks I'm not, he might ask me to be a little bit more consistent. He might ask me to change, and I am not willing to do that. Not for a man, not for anyone. I'm just kidding. Obviously, I am very willing to change if I feel like I need to, but I don't feel like I need to with that. And he's also like, I've asked him, like, can you please be a little bit more, like, take initiative a little bit more around the house, because I feel like a fucking nag asking him, like, can you pick that up, can you do that, can you do the dishes tomorrow, can you clean the bathroom tomorrow. I feel like, you know what I mean, like, I just wish that he would take initiative, and he's like, but I don't mind. And I'm like, I feel like a nag. I feel like one day you're just gonna wake up and be like, I am with my mother. I'm living with my mother. She is telling me what to do around the house, and I'm not having it anymore. Who wants to be with their mother? Well, a lot of people, actually. I don't know why I said that. But I don't want to date a man that, okay, whatever. This is spiraling. But he doesn't mind, and when he said that he didn't mind, I would be like, oh, bring the nag on. Now I can nag how much I want, and you're not allowed to say anything because you said you didn't mind. Whoop, 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 whoop. No, but I get it. Like, I totally get it, because we have different views on the household. We have pretty much the same view, but I am a little bit more fanatic, and I don't mind doing more around the house, since it is me that is getting annoyed with it. And I also feel like some days I just think it's fun. Like this weekend I'm working, it's Saturday today, and I'm working my last day, not my last day, but you know, before I go on my little weekend. And all I want to do is like actually, when I come home, I want to just take a glass of wine and clean my closet and just get rid of the things that I don't want to have anymore. I want to donate to my job the things that I don't want to have anymore, but I am going to the gym, and then tomorrow I am going to organize, and I thought that I might record that and do a little video on it. We'll see. I have thought about like filming a video like that for a very long time, and I haven't done it. But you know, that's what I mean. Like a lot of the times I can kind of think that, oh, today I'm looking forward to cleaning. Or when you have ordered something new to your house, then I can sometimes look forward to cleaning and be like, I want to fix around the house because I think it's fun. It's not like I think it's fun to vacuum, but I think I'm more like I think that he thinks it's a chore more than I think. I mean, I can think that it's a lot of fun to decorate around the house and whatnot, and I know that he does not think so. So I don't mind doing more, Actually, like, I think that this is, at least for me, oops, sorry, I'm just gonna take my Nars bronzer, but at least in my relationship, I feel like it's not important to do exactly the same. For me, it's not important that we do that we take Sigge on the same amount of walks, that you take the dishes one day, I take the dishes one day. It's not a 50-50 thing. I definitely feel like that is not important in my relationship anyway. I know it is important in some relationships because they need it to be equal. Maybe because both of them think that it is such a chore. But not for me. I feel like it all depends. Like some weeks I am not at home and Niklas is working from home, so he's taking Sigge on most of the walks. He's taking Sigge on at least 80% of the walks every single day because he's at home and I'm not. So he needs to take a responsibility of the dog when I'm not home. He's like a stay-at-home dog dad. Oh, this bronzer, you guys, I am in love. This is the matte version in the shade Vallarta. It's just the perfect shade. I love this one. It's not too warm, it's not too neutral, it's not too cool tone. It's just perfection and I am here for it. Okay. Oh my god. Let's do a little highlight. I'm actually gonna take this palette again. I was taking this shade just to contour a little bit, but I think I'm actually gonna take, let me just see. Yeah, this feels very sheer and just like a little tiny sheen. So let's just slather that on. Oh my gosh, that is just beautiful. I actually think it's okay, but I do think this was really pretty. Let's go in with a highlight. I'm gonna take Diamond Dasher, or should I take Amrezy? I think I'm gonna take Amrezy actually. I think it's gonna be a little bit more cohesive with this look because the Diamond Dasher from Kaleidos is a little bit more pink in the undertone, and then this is not. Someone asked me how long it took me to hit pan in this. Since the day it came out to like a month ago. This formula is so stiff. So it's not like you're gonna hit pan left and right. I really want to take Tiger Lily Queen with this look. This is from Nudestix. You guys know I love my Nudestix blushes, and look at this, look at this. I think it can be gorge. So what I do is that I just do like that. Paint it on the back of my hand, as you guys already know. Sigge, gå och ät din mat. This shade is lovely, and this is in their Nudies line, which is a little bit more dewy. They have like a matte version as well, not of this color, but they have like a matte line, and then they have a little bit more dewier line. And this, like, I love both the lines. I can't decide. It's really hard to pick your favorites. And I also really enjoy Nudestix because you get, this is gonna sound so weird, but in the milk blushes I feel like you get a little bit too much, and in the Nudestix one I feel like you get the perfect amount, so you can get the perfect amount of use out of it but still use it up, and then if you want to, you can repurchase it. I might take a little bit of my Ofra liquid lipstick. This looks a little bit pink, but it's actually not. It's like a nude with a pinky peach, sort of. When I pair this with a pink lipstick, I always think that it looks very peachy. But I think this is like the perfect color to the eyes today. Did I say this is Aries? I think this is a shade that Mani MUA took out with Ofra. Okay, I'm going to fix my hair and everything and I'll be back. I don't know if I need to change my little parting here. It's it's almost like let's see here. It's almost like middle part, but not really. Let's just leave it at that. I'm just gonna brush out some of these little curls. That is that. So that's that. I do hope you liked this video, and if you did, give me a little thumbs up, and if you didn't like the video, give me a thumbs down. That's totally fine. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!